I will need for you to fill out a statement for him.
I don't want him arrested. I just want him to leave us alone.
I know, but he had a weapon on him, and it was terrorist threats.
Brandishing is not a crime with a knife. Brandishing is only a crime for a gun.
Terroristic threats, though, sorry.
Because he said die to me and had his knife out?
What, all that was done. The threats, everything. Let me get a statement.
I thought you were going to arrest him. I wouldn't call. I just wanted to leave us alone.
I understand, but we still have a job to do.
Now he's gonna think I'm doing this because I'm white and he's black, or he's homeless and I'm not. I don't want that.
But did he do what he did?
Yeah, but I don't want him thinking I did it because he's in whatever situation he's in. I just want him to leave us alone.
I doubt that.
Alright guys, so you know I've said in the past how I think that victimhood is the most valuable currency of 2023. Okay, if you claim to be a victim, then a whole world or host of opportunities will be opened up to you, especially if you claim to be a victim based off your skin color, particularly if you're black, or if you're a victim because of who you like to sleep with, or you're a victim because you don't have a home, or whatever. The left-wing extremists, whatever gets their emotions going, right, gets the tears flowing. Okay, and in this video, the tears definitely start flowing as we have white guilt caught on camera. Liberal white guilt, as this guy, this white man, calls the cop on a black man brandishing a knife and making death threats. Police arrest the man, who happens to be black, for making the threats, and then the white man proceeds to break down in tears because he didn't want the black man arrested because he doesn't want to be accused of being racist. Okay, the white man doesn't want to be accused of being racist because he called the police on a black man making threats to his family. Yeah, this is one of the most embarrassing and saddest stories that I have come across in 2023. But again, we live in America. Okay, we live in Cocoa Puff land. So this is kind of par for the course. And I want to talk about this because videos like this is why the anti-racism industry is so big. Okay, it's so big. So I want to get into it, but before I get into it, we have to have a word from the sponsor of this video, Noble Gold. Just as King Charles III of Britain has a crown with the timeless wealth of gold, you can enrich your future with the enduring value of a gold IRA. Like those precious crowns, a gold IRA doesn't tarnish over time. It shines brighter in economic turmoil. It's a hedge against inflation and stability in volatile markets. This month, the first gold quarter-ounce gold bullion coin ever issued with King Charles III's image can be yours with your own qualifying gold IRA or 401k rollover of at least $50,000 or more. Call Noble Gold Investments today at 877-646-5347 to get started, or go to noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. And just remember, there's a risk with every investment and there's no guarantee of any kind.
On May 18, 2022, an alarming incident unfolded at Flowers Park in Doraville, Georgia, when a man brandished a knife and threatened a family. According to the suspect, he claimed to be peacefully sitting in the park when the family began screaming at him for no apparent reason. Furthermore, he alleged that the children directed inappropriate insults towards him. However, upon speaking with the family, a different account of the events emerged.
Will not leave us alone. We didn't do anything to provoke him. I got tired of it. I came. He's over here. I'm way the hell over here. Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Please shut up. Please leave us alone.
That's what he's telling you to do?
I'm telling him to leave us alone.
Hey, tell me what's going on.
I was sitting here literally. I'm going through a very stressful time. And I was just literally just sitting there, and he just started screaming. The kids called me like, oh my God. I was like, can you just leave me alone? And they just kept coming.
Where were you? You said you were just sitting here?
Yes, ma'am. Like literally, I literally was just like, stop.
Are you close?
And they just wouldn't leave me alone. I was
coming down Flowers.
I'm by myself. My phone isn't on, so I was just like, whatever. As long as they don't bother me, I won't say anything. But then they just kept nagging. I can't even remember what they were saying.
325 to 25.
Then he came over after they called me a
1025.
They kept saying something like fail, and yeah, it's a fail. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know how people do that around town now.
Okay.
And yeah, I was just sitting there, and then he came over, and he pulled something from his pockets, and I can barely see right now because I don't have my glasses on. So my eyes are a little crazy. But I was just like, why is he pulling something from his pocket? He's like, yeah, I have a license to carry a concealed gun. I'm like, oh my God, stay away from me. And then that's why I was like, I have my knife, but I stayed seated, and he threatened to pull a gun out. So I was like, well, call the cops then. I was just yelling 911 because I know the police station's right there. And I was just like, well, call the cops then. Well, I didn't say that. I was just like, 911, because he's the one that's acting like he can pull a gun out. He said he had a license for a concealed weapon, so I was just like, I don't need to deal with your gun. Leave me alone. I just kept screaming, leave me alone.
Okay, so you said you were just sitting on the bench and they came over and they were saying stuff to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Be quiet?
Yeah, so my kids are playing on the playground, and then out of nowhere, shut up, leave me alone, go away, you're bothering me, fuck your dog. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Just ignore it. I just ignore it. I tell my kids, come over here. They're uncomfortable playing on the playground. My friend, we're completely ignoring him. Every 5 minutes, just, fuck you, leave us alone. Do I need to call the police? You're bothering me, go away. Okay, I'm just ignoring it. By like the 10th time, like, just leave us alone. Like, I'm not bothering you. You're bothering us. We're having a conversation in a public park. Like, if you don't like it, go to the other park. Like, I'm not gonna change what my family's doing here on my fiance's birthday because you want to sleep outside right here and not be bothered. And so by that time, I'm fed up with it. So I walk over to here, right here. I mean, how much space is that? Like, leave us alone, man. Yeah, fuck you too. Like, leave us alone. We're not bothering you. Nobody said a word to you. My kids don't want to come over on the playground because of you. So he pulls out the knife. He's like, go away, go away. I'm like, no, you're not going to tell me what to do. Like, shut up. Leave us alone. Pulls out the knife.
A second time?
No, just once. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I have a knife too. Okay. I'm not coming closer to you. But if you pull out your knife, I'm not just going to stand here and like take it. I didn't walk any closer to him. This guy right here was standing right next to me the whole time. He's like, it's not worth it, it's not worth it. I'm like, I know it's not. I'm not going to go actually fight him unless he charges us. He didn't charge us, but he absolutely pulled out his knife.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
He was arrested and charged with simple assault and terroristic threats. Following his arrest, he was transported to the DeKalb County Jail.
Let's go to the squad car, please.
Okay. Why is it happening? I'm being arrested?
Yes.
For what?
I'll be with you in just 1 second.
Are you arrested? I just wanted to leave alone.
But still, I will need for you to fill out a statement for him.
I don't want him arrested. I just want him to leave us alone.
I know, but he had a weapon on him, and it was terrorist threats.
Brandishing is not a crime with a knife. Brandishing is only a crime for a gun.
Terroristic threats, though, sir.
Because he said die to me and had his knife out?
All that was done. The threats, everything. Let me get a statement.
If I thought you were going to arrest him, I wouldn't call. I just wanted to leave us alone.
I understand, but we still have a job to do.
Now he's gonna think I'm doing this because I'm white and he's black, or he's homeless and I'm not. I don't want that.
But did he do what he did?
Yeah, but I don't want him thinking I did it because he's in whatever situation he's in. I just want him to leave us alone.
I doubt that. I'll be right back, okay?
Wow, incredible. You guys seen that, you heard that. That is probably the worst case of white guilt I've ever seen in my life. This man calls the police on a homeless man who happens to be black. Okay, it sounds like from the story that he's sleeping on the bench in the park. Okay, and probably got upset that the white family was there making noises in the park while he was sleeping, and then probably started heckling the family and then making all types of threats, probably trying to get them to go away. Okay, that's, I think, probably what happened. And the white man calls the police. The police show up. He tells his side of the story. The homeless man tells his side of the story as well too. And the police properly assess the situation and they say, okay, well, you know, this homeless man brandished a knife. He made threats towards you and your family. Okay, we have to arrest him because he did that. Okay, because you accused him of that. They arrest the guy, take him away, which is basically what the white guy wanted. He wanted the guy to go away, right? Except he didn't want him to be arrested. So much so that the white man basically, it seems he broke down in tears, right? He almost started crying. He almost started crying because he was afraid that the homeless man would accuse him of being a racist, right? Which, I mean, I'm going to keep it 100. This video takes place in 2022. In 2022, which is not much different in 2023, I can understand where he's coming from, right? I can understand him being afraid of being called racist, because if you are a white person and you call the cops on black folks, even if they're, you know, threatening you, you're dangerous, right? You're putting that black person in danger. Again, we saw how this narrative has played out with the City Park or the City Bike Karen story, right? Where the woke revolutionaries told us that the white woman who called for help as the young black teenagers were trying to take her bike that she paid for, by the way, they said, well, she's dangerous, right? She's extra dangerous because she's calling for help as a black teenager is trying to take her bike, right? This is what they said. Okay, she is basically creating an Emmett Till type situation. And here we are in this situation where we're seeing the brainwashing that is actively being done to white liberals play out right in front of our face. As, again, this guy called the police because his family was being threatened by a homeless guy. The white man, the same white man who had his family threatened, allegedly, is breaking down in tears because the cops actually arrested the guy, right? And he's afraid that he might be accused of racism or having the man locked up because he is homeless. Again, it's just amazing how that works. It's amazing how liberal brainwashing works. This guy actually does feel guilt for having a man arrested that threatened his family, because the woke powers that be would rather white people basically put themselves in a situation where they can be deleted, okay, and tolerate that, rather than to do the right thing and to call the police and to have the threat taken away or arrested. This is what they want. This exact reaction right here from this guilty white man, right? This guilty white liberal is exactly what they want. This is exactly what they want white liberals to feel like when they call the police on black people, okay? No matter what the circumstance is, this is exactly what they want, right? And with that being said, I feel no remorse for this individual because his cojones apparently is still in his stomach, okay? It hasn't dropped yet, right? He needs a testosterone injection ASAP, right? He needs whatever RFK is taking, okay? Because this goes beyond white guilt. This is white cowardice. That's what this is. And this is the reason why the anti-racism grift is so prevalent in this country. I'm actually going to release some videos in the future talking more about that. But there are people out there that are quite literally selling courses, teaching white people how to not be racist, okay? And guys like this are their main demographic. Guys who have so much white guilt that they will break down in tears because they had a black man arrested who threatened his family. Again, it's really a damn shame where we come in this country in regards to having a population of people that are so afraid of being called racist that they will put their own lives and their families' lives, their kids' lives at risk, okay, because they don't want to be called racist. But again, this is exactly what the woke revolutionaries want, right? This is what the race hustlers want. They want white liberals that are this brainwashed that this is the immediate reaction that they have when they see a black person get arrested for, again, making threats, right? Committing crimes. It's really sad to see, right? It's really sad to see. And this is why I tell white folks, stop worrying about being called racist, because everything you do, according to the wokes, is racist. You might as well stop worrying about it, because this is the end result. You better put your own life in danger before you call the police on a black man, or else you're racist, right? Or else you're racist, you're a bigot, okay, you're a white supremacist, etc. It's so silly. It really is. But again, it works, right? It works. This is the result. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black assertive perspective. Peace.